we have a ton of stuff out. I am going to make little candies. I've never done this before. I've made fudge and put them into like molds before, but that's about it. So we're gonna make chocolate covered candies and little barks, and I'm so excited about it. We're just gonna jump right in. I am planning on making a whole bunch of different things. I have these Rolo sized Reese's looking things. They've got the little ribs on the side, but they're the size of Rolos. I also have little like present types, and then I have these that are like to cover an Oreo, and I don't have Oreos. So we are going to make quite a bit of things. I want to try to do the Hercules candy copycat of the peanut butter fluff cup. And so I'm gonna do those in here. I also want to try to do their bark in here though, instead of straight out. I have made this bark before though. You know the dark chocolate or regular chocolate on the bottom, then the white chocolate and the candy canes on the top. I've made that on like a full sheet and it was delicious, but I think I want to make them in these because it'll be super cute. And I got out some coconut oil because I'm not about to try to temper perfectly. So let's get some chocolate chips into this measuring cup, whatever that is. Add a little bit of coconut oil, and then we're going to microwave this on 30-second increments, just a smidgen, and mix it until it's melted, and then we'll be back to fill these. And also, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Carrie. This is Keep It Simple DIY. If you're new, welcome, and if not, welcome back. I am so glad you're here regardless if you've been here or not, and I'm also excited to do this. So let's get this melting. Here's our first 30 seconds. It is not melted at all, but let's mix it up just to get that heat around. Now, I'm not good at mixing like this. I usually melt chocolate on the stove, so we're trying it this way today, and we're gonna hopefully be successful. Also, this is the perfect spatula for this. Now, the thing that I'm trying to figure out is if I want to coat this and get it up on the sides, what's the best way to do that? So I have the sides covered as well. I haven't quite figured that out yet though, other than tipping it over. This is melting perfectly. Although I might want it a little bit more melty because it's still a little clumpy. So maybe I'll do like 10 seconds. But that did, the residual heat there did melt everything. I just want it a little bit looser so I can pour it. See, I'm not a chocolatier. I'm like, this is just an odd texture. What I'm going to do though is put a little bit in each of these. And this one I'm starting with is the bark because I feel like it's going to be the easiest one since I don't have to try to cover the sides. Okay, this is kind of messy. I don't know though, my thought was I could tap it into place. Oh yeah, it's kind of tapping into place. It's very thick. Okay, here's this. So we're just going to, whoops, try to get these about even. Tap the bubbles out. I gotta say though, that's gonna make it really hard if it's that consistency for the ones that I want to be covered. Okay, so this one I'm just going to set to the side, and we are going to let this harden, or maybe I'll put it in the fridge. Now I would like the edges to not be kind of ugly, but we're not pros here. So I think that's as perfect as I'm gonna get it. So into the fridge. Now for these little guys, I am wanting to put some cookie butter into the middle of it. I think that'll just be delicious. All right, let's see if time number 2 goes a little bit more smooth. So I now have kind of a better idea of what it's going to be like. So my goal here is to kind of get the sides to be covered as well. And I do want to make the peanut butter fluff cups, but I think this will be kind of an easier thing in the meantime. I wonder if I need to keep that warmer. So if I put it here instead of on the counter, because this looks a lot more liquidy than it did last time. And this was only 1 minute, but it was less chocolate chips. So let's see if I just go, whoa. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a mess. But if I could just, I think the goal is just to get chocolate all in there on each side. So if I can do that and then scoop chocolate out to put it in a different one. Not super pretty. You guys, they make it look really easy, but it's not. But I bet if I had a funnel with melted chocolate. Gosh, even melting the chocolate is difficult enough for me, but if I had the right temperature of chocolate and if I had a vibratory table, I think we might be better off. Use the right tools and it works a little better theoretically. I gotta say though, this spatula, literally the perfect size for right here, which is great. Maybe I did overcook this last time, or it was the counter. I bet the counter played a big part in that, because it's staying better this time. Okay, I think I want to go through now and try to make anyone that doesn't have a good enough hole in there have a little bigger hole. So I don't want it to just be a big chunk of chocolate. I think I'm going to call that good. There is some room to put a little bit. Well, am I? Oh, I don't know. Beginners. I'm a beginner. I'm not going to tip it upside down and let it shake out. I've decided that would just be too complicated. Okay. Nope, there's a hole down there. I think I'm going to tap it around because I see a little hole down over here and I don't want holes in it. I don't know what I'm doing. I think we have covered sides. All right. They look halfway decent. I'm going to stick this in the fridge as well. Dare I try some little ones? This isn't like, oh look, the chocolate is still nice and, all right. I think I had overcooked it last time. I definitely cannot fit this inside of it, so I think I'm just gonna have to fill it all the way and then figure out how to get it out. I don't know what I'm gonna put in these yet. Maybe peanut butter, make them little peanut butter cups? I don't know. But I do know we're filling them all the way first. I did have an idea about using a pastry bag, but I haven't gotten it out yet. I wonder if I should do that. I think I need to get the chocolate out of these so that I can fill the rest of them. But how do I want to do that? And then what if we just, well, that's not working. Okay, let's try something else. What if I put that there and this here and this here. All right. That worked. Okay, let's see if I can scoop that up and put it back in those. Wow. I think we did something. Tap the bubbles out. Bring this back. Okay. Well. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, I think we're going to call those covered. I'm so glad I did all those others first. I just added a little bit more chocolate in here to the chocolate that was already in here. I'm going to get this melted and then I'm going to try to make the outer edges for these peanut butter fluff cups. And I've definitely learned that the best way to get it to melt is just time with itself, not necessarily time in the microwave. So I think that was the problem on the first batch. Okay, here's a good example. I've just let this sit without any more heat, and the chocolate is getting melted. It's not quite melted yet, but it is getting like looser and looser the longer it sits. So the thought of microwave would melt it and get it loose quickly isn't quite the right thought, but this is getting looser as it sits. So here's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to just get a little bit into each of these and then swirl it around. Oh, I might need to do it in a few steps. So I know I don't need them all the way full. Whoop. Okay, let's see if I can I'm just going to make sure it covers everywhere. This one probably can scooch for a second. Get all the sides covered and bottom. You know, I probably should be working on a towel or something so I don't have the cool counter setting the chocolate up. It's a little late that I figured that out, but better late than never, I guess. Okay, so here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm going to tap them all around so I can try to get them completely covered, and then I'll tip them upside down on our makeshift vibratory table. Okay, I think that's going to be good enough for getting them covered, and let's see if we can just take them upside down. Okay, let's get these up and onto this tray. Whoa. And then we need to get this out of the way. Scrape up the chocolate. And then this needs a little bit of cleanup. But I want to make them look kind of flat first. Close enough, I guess. Okay, well, we were making a mess, but I think we've got those good. So let's stick them in the fridge, and then I think we're ready to start on step 2. Okay, I think the sides on some of these aren't completely covered, but this was my first attempt. I think we have a better method now, but I'm going to get some of this cookie butter into this bag, which I think to do that, I'm gonna turn the bag inside out. And I'm gonna use this bag like a piping bag. Maybe I'll use a cup. I'd say we start with just this. All right, let's see. Can we just, yeah, that works well. Oops. I could have done a bigger hole. Gosh. That's bigger than that hole. A little too cool. Okay, let's see. Tap them down. So as long as they're covered on the sides, I think we'll be okay, but some of these I'm pretty sure are not very covered on the sides. So we'll see how this goes. This one needs a little more. I'm leaving a little bit at the top so that I can put chocolate on it. All right, I just put this in the microwave for literally just 6 seconds. And now I want to get this on top of there, and I think I might need to use this same bag method. I wonder if I probably should have put this in the fridge before doing this chocolate step. Yep. Okay, we know for the peanut butter ones. We're still learning this, you guys. Okay, I think I'm going to stick it in the fridge. We'll come back to it and finish it later. Alrighty, now let's see how well we can do now that we kind of know what we're doing a little bit better. We'll get this here, get a knife for the peanut butter. I feel like we've got this time. But also, like, would it be easier to just put chocolate on a spoon and then peanut butter on that same spoon and eat it that way? This bag exploding? I think the bag is trying to explode. Let's see how this goes. So far, so good. Oh yeah, okay, we got this. See, I'm glad I figured this out before doing the peanut butter fluff cups as well. Just kidding. All right, I'm going to get the peanut butter in here one way or another, and then we will cover it after it's been in the fridge. I think this might be their method for now. All right, let's see if we can get this flattened out or anything. Well, it wasn't pretty, but I think we're gonna end up okay. I think I do wanna get all the peanut butter off the sides though. Side of this. All right. Well, wasn't pretty how we got there, but I think it looks great. Some of these are a little too full, I think. That's okay, we'll make it work. Let's see if we can take our newfound expertise and use it for these. So these are the peanut butter fluff cups. Let's just put a little bit of peanut butter in each. I guess it doesn't matter how much is really coming out of this one. You know what would be easy for this is to use a little like cookie scooper. Oh gosh, oh gosh. In trying to not make a big old mess, I think I'm just gonna use a knife. We'll see how well it goes. We'll just push it off of the knife, this is how they do it. So there must be a reason, right? Although they don't push it with their finger, they use another knife. I'm gonna take that out of the way. So I need to get it all the way around the bottom. That one I think needs a little bit more. Now, should I put this in the fridge before doing the fluff? It's probably a good idea, huh? Alrighty, these have sat in the fridge for a decent amount of time, and I'm going to try to get some fluff on them. I think I'm going to take 2 small spoons to do this. And okay, here's what I'm thinking. Grab a scoop of fluff and plop it on. And then we will come back and tap them to get it to go down. Okay, here is what I'm thinking. As they sit, they kind of level out. I don't think tapping is really gonna do it. So I am going to just let these sit here for a little bit while I work on another candy, and then we'll get these back in the fridge. So that way they can harden enough for me to get chocolate on top of them. And I think it's time to do the peppermint bark. Whoa. So let's see, let's get some of these white chocolate chips in here. And I need to open up some candy canes and crush them up. Yep. Let's add some peppermint in there. Okay. So now theoretically we just pour it over the top and we should be good. Dollop. I'm gonna dollop. Ooh, did I make enough? You not? Ooh. Looks like we're gonna need to make some more, but I want to tap down what we have. Okay, we're good. Trying to get this one. Maybe if I just put some more of the hotter chocolate on top, it'll go. Okay, I think we're gonna call it good. Some of these aren't perfect, but others are. This needs to go back in the fridge. I decided to put the fluff cups in the fridge for a little bit because I wanted to have the marshmallows be colder. I am going to put chocolate on the top of this one, which I think I should be able to just like spread a little over the top like this to finish these off. Yeah. Oh yeah. I wonder if that's how I could do it on that one too. Like, what angle should I be doing that at? We're gonna have to like cut them apart, I think. All right, let's see how that goes. Can we just tap them down? Uh-oh. Overflowed some. See, I don't think I want to necessarily just go over the edges. Those are overfilled, I think. Because see, I'll do this one. Well, actually that worked. Okay. But see, that's what I didn't want to happen. These ones are just a mess. We're gonna call it good enough. These are both going in the fridge and we'll get out the other ones. Let's see how this goes. Last ones. So maybe we'll start small. Oh gosh. Okay, let's see after we tap them down which ones need more. This one's marshmallows coming out. So maybe I should cover the marshmallow all the way first. before tapping. Okay, now let's try the tap. Not that, whoops. Okay. Nope. I think I overfilled some of these a bit. I think I'm gonna leave well enough alone. Just tap it a bit and put them back in the fridge. All right, we did it. We have 4 trays. I have 3 of them out here. The other ones are in the fridge. I am going to try to get these out, and I'm thinking I might want to grab like a little, this thing, for if I need to have any of them. Oh, are these done? For if I need to like make the, oh, that's cute. Make the edges nice. Oops, well, don't do that. That was too hard. Well, I guess that means, maybe I won't do that. So the trick here is to get the edge off before I pop them out. I was just thinking, why is there not 15? There should be 15. Well, someone ate one. All right, let's see these. I think these might be a little bit more of a problem for us. Oof. Okay, it's cute. It didn't get all the way down the bottom. Okay, those are cute. Yeah, I didn't get that all the way filled. So if I had had my trick of tipping it upside down then, I wonder if it would be bad if I just did them like this. Yeah, I think it would be. Most of these aren't coated well enough on the sides, but cute nonetheless. There we go. These ones, super cute. These are very thick though. I don't think I realized I was making them so thick. This one's a much better thickness. And last but not least is the Fluff cups. We'll see how well these come out. They're gonna go right there. And they're huge. I think gloves would be a very good idea, so that way you didn't like put smudges on the chocolate. Okay, these are so cute. Now the bark, I think if I were to do it again, I would just smear it on something flat because that would make it so much easier, but I wanted it to be super round. Here we have little teeny tiny Reese's, and then we have our bark that is two-toned. Hopefully we can bite into that chocolate and that's not too thick. And then this is our cookie butter little presents. And then over here, these, oh, I'm so excited about these. These are the Fluff cups. I've never had one before, so I'm curious to see what they taste like. Now they're really thick because I ended up filling them all the way, which was not my intention, but that's what I ended up doing. All right, these took so much longer than I thought they were going to, but I did learn a few things along the way. So with chocolate, you want it to be pretty chunky when you stop microwaving it, and then you just let it sit for a few minutes, and that's all you need. So also something else that I learned is put it upside down over a rack that's the best way to get the sides covered completely, because this one didn't have its sides covered very well. And I learned, let's do these kind of things either in a very thinner like mold or just flat, which I've done before. But these look so cute. I'm so happy that aside from the fingerprints on some of them, they look great. They're not bloomed or anything. I think the coconut oil in there really helped. I didn't do it in the white, but I did do it in the chocolate, and they're so cute. If I were to do this again, I would use gloves to take them out, because then I wouldn't have little fingerprints all over them. So that's what I've learned. Now we of course need to do a cross section of one of these guys. I'm gonna do the ugliest one, the peanut butter fluff cup. Okay, let's cut this. Not exactly in half. Oh my gosh. Oh my stinking goodness. Can you believe that? Ah, oh my goodness. This is a shareable size for sure. Let's see. Now, peanut butter cups aren't my favorite thing in the world. I could live without peanut butter, but I do really like the fluff in here. Heck, I think I'd be happy with just like fluff only too. This is delicious though. I'm not gonna eat both halves because that's a lot of candy. And I definitely see why Hercules says do it yourself, because then you'll see how hard it is. And then you'll just go buy it from them, because then you don't have to do all the work. But this was fun. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I did make some other really easy candies, so if you're wanting to see those, I will pop them up here. And I of course have made tons of other treats as well, so I will pop up some Christmas mini cakes here. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.